Alrighty, I'm going to show you how to cook a cheesecake in your Ninja air fryer. So what I'm first going to do is I've got my 2 packages of your cream cheese, and like most people do, they forget to lay them out and let them soften up. So I laid them on a plate in their foil, and you have to warm up your air fryer, so I'm just going to use that to while I'm warming it up to warm up that cheese to make it soft, so I can put it in my mixer. So I'm going to turn it on roast, and probably 2 minutes, and start that. Then I have my 7-inch cheesecake pan, and this is parchment paper that I've pre-cut to fit the inside. So I'm going to spray a little bit of your non-stick spray in the bottom. I use butter flavor, but you can use any to hold that down on there. And that makes it so it doesn't stick on, your cheesecake doesn't stick. So then what I need to first do is make my crust, graham cracker crust. So this is 3 tablespoons of butter. So I'm going to put it in this glass container, and I'm going to microwave it for about 30 seconds. And I got to turn this off a second to run that. It's on a switch that pops. Anyway, what you need to do for your crust is I take a bag. And the bag, I have already put in my 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I like Himalayan pink salt, but you can use any kind of salt you want. And then I'm going to get 7 graham crackers and put them, 6, 7, we have them in a cookie jar. Sorry about that. And then I'm going to put them in this sack and zip it up. So this is kind of something you could do, like if you are a camper and you take your air fryer with you, you'd be able to make this cheesecake. And then you just take a rolling pin and roll out your graham cracker into crumbs. Now I'm going to turn this back on. Well, let me check here, see if it melted. Yes. No, it needs a little bit more. So I'm going to go a little longer. 30 seconds on the butter. Another 30 seconds, so that's a total minute. So I'm just going to break this all up finally. And this happens to be my great-grandmother's old rolling pin that she used to make cinnamon rolls and was blind. And I was lucky enough as a kid to sense that, oh my gosh, when she's gone, it's going to be gone, because she didn't cook with recipes. She just cooked with her hands, no measuring. So I was able to get her to stop, and I could measure it out. So, and I usually make those like at Christmas time. I don't make them as much as I used to, but anyway. All right, so that's done. And then I'm just going to take these in this butter and pour the butter in there. But before I do that, I'm going to put 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar in there. Come on, brown sugar. Really packed. So I might want to just mess that, or I should have put that in there when I was before, but I'm going to mix her in there a little bit, get it mixed up. And if you have air in your bag, you're best to let it out before you keep rolling on it, and then that way it won't like pop and get a hole in your bag. But I'm just going to use this to kind of break that brown sugar. It's got a little dry. So then I'm going to pour the butter in. And mix it up. Really good. It will probably stick to your bag a little bit, but you can just keep rolling the dry stuff. You have to let the air out. The dry stuff off. That. Okay. So what I'll do, make sure I got the graham crackers, which was 7 graham crackers full, 3 tablespoons or 1/3 cup of brown sugar, and 3 tablespoons of melted butter, and then 1/2 teaspoon of salt, salt. And then I'll just dump that in there. And then I'll use my little cup that I had my brown sugar in and kind of evenly smash this around. Like so. It seems a little dry. Now I'm wondering if I wasn't supposed to have 5 tablespoons of butter. It'll still turn out fine because the last one I made I only used 3, and in my air fryer it kind of blew around a little bit, but alright, I made a little mess there. So now I'm going to take these out, and they're going to be hot, so I'm going to use some tongs to do that. And then I'll just lay them on this plastic bag over here. Oh, they're not, didn't really get, they're soft there, but they're not hot, which is good. So now I'm going to place this in here, and I'm going to cook it for at 300. Oops, that does go down to 275. Or 300 on roast at 15 minutes. No, 4 minutes. So let's see what we get at 4 minutes, and I can always do more if it's not enough. Let's switch to air fry. Okay. Oops. Go back up to 4 minutes. All right, now I'm going to put in my cream cheese. It kind of feels like it could have been a little softer, but it'll be all right. I hate these things. Get older and find out your hands don't work like they used to. I had peeled them open before, it was real easy, but for some reason they don't want to go like that. Usually these little things just open right up, and there we go. Alright, so I'm going to plop that into my KitchenAid. I'm using the paddle type attachment on it. Good grief. What a mess. I swear they make things tighter than they used to. I don't know. Oh, not that weak. There we go. Alright, then it calls for 1 cup of sugar. I have that ready. So then I'm just going to turn that on and get it going low. I'll lock my paddle in because it's that this is still a little firm. And then it says add 3 tablespoons of, that was 1 cup of sugar with 2 of those cheese, and then 3 tablespoons of sour cream. Now, this is not real sour cream. Sent my husband to the store to get sour cream, and he gets organic paste or plant-based stuff. So we'll see how that tastes. I'm not too excited about it, but we'll go from there, and I'll let you know. And then we're going to use some vanilla. I forgot to get that pre out. Half a teaspoon of vanilla. And then it calls for lemons, and I don't keep lemons on, so then I just get these little True Lemon packets, and so I just add one of those. They're great to have around when you need lemon and you don't want to keep lemons on hand, and it's real lemon. And then time to add 2 eggs, and I am so lucky I have a friend that has eggs that have chickens, so I get nice farm fresh chicken eggs. And so we'll carefully put that in there, hoping not to get any my grandma always used to call me Sloppy Liz when I cooked, so I'm still Sloppy Liz. Alright, so that was 2 packages of cream cheese, 1 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of sour cream, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and it's supposed to be 1/2 lemon squeeze, but I use those packets, and that I can taste it plenty in there, and then 2 eggs. Now, our crust is cooked. You can smell it. And it's really done. It's crunchy, so you might not want to go 4, you might want to go 3. You're just going to have to see. Now, there is a mess, so I just take a little brush and brush it out. I didn't get this on the first time I did it, and I think it's because I probably need more butter in there. So you might have to play with that. I use 3, and then I have a note down here 5, so it's supposed to be 1/3 cup, but I think I needed more butter to kind of hold it together. It's still good, because I remember last time I did it 3 and it flew around, and I was kind of like, what's going on? Why is there? Because it's an air fryer. It's just got a little heating element and then a little fan that blows it around. But I love my air fryer. It's like, I like cooking almost everything in it. And then I can throw my bag away. See, and that's why I said it's just so easy. That is just really easy to do. You could do it in a camper if you had to. And so then, once that I get that all beat up, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit and get it whopping around there. I see some cream cheese on the side. Like I said, I don't know how it's going to be with that non-sour cream, fake sour cream, but I try to get organic, and we started shopping at a different store, so my husband's still trying to learn how to get around there and get what we need, and he's a shopper. I don't like the grocery shop. I will when I have to. And then you just pour this in your pan, so you don't even have to take out your crust. that cream cheese didn't get incorporated in there. That's what happens when it's not totally really soft, but that's all right. I don't mind getting a little chunk of cream cheese. It kind of melts out and melts into it. Anyway, just going to scrape the bowl off here, and then I will cook it for an hour in this little air fryer. Get my crumbs off. And I will cook it at 300. For 60 minutes on roast. Whoops, it changed on me, didn't it? What I want roast. 60 minutes. And I'll go all the way up to, it won't go any past an hour, so it will be an hour. And then once I get done with that, oh, it did go past an hour. Wow, weird. Well, do it an hour at roast. And then just let it sit there for a little while, and then put it in the refrigerator for, like overnight, really is best to firm up. But anyway, that should do it. And I'll post a picture of what it looks like instead of videoing it waiting.